perfect RIA, in case you didn't know. Bringing you all the strategies to help your business grow. Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Sit back and listen in while you feel the beat, yeah. Another myth bites the dust.
Hello, TPR Nation. Welcome to today's Follow-Up Friday episode. This is Amber Kuhn from The Perfect RIA, and thank you so much for joining me today. On Monday's episode, Micah was joined by Cameron Valadez of Planable Wealth. Cameron joined The Perfect RIA for our most recent mastermind in Nashville and shared his recent experience with raising fees. The episode was amazing because Cameron laid out exactly what he went through with this fee increase, from the head trash to how he presented the increase to his clients and his tips to other advisors in that same situation. Cameron had made some small changes in the past, but really wanted to step up his game and increase the amount of value that he was delivering to his clients. Cameron joined the Perfect RIA's Invictus program and followed the steps and resources that Matt and Micah have for our members. Cameron decided that he wanted to help his clients more, deliver more value to them, and move forward with a fee raise. A great tip that Cameron shared when deciding to do this and to help with concerns about raising fees is that cost is only an issue in the absence of value. As most advisors have felt when considering a fee increase, Cameron was nervous and had head trash around this. You'd think that as soon as you move forward with a fee increase that the world will come crashing down, when in fact, what happened was the opposite for Cameron. He said his clients are extremely happy, especially with the current market state, because he's able to provide other pieces of value to them. He lost zero clients with this fee increase. Not one person pushed back. Now, that's not to say that every advisor who's raising fees won't have a client push back. As Micah shared, it's okay for people to push back. That isn't a sign that they're not a good client. In Micah's case, he's likely to push back on a price increase because he wants to see how soft that number is. But that's an opportunity for you to hold to what you said you were going to do, because if not, then you start losing credibility. This then becomes an integrity issue about how confident you are in the value you're providing, and should clients do what you said or not. The first step that Cameron took in his move to increase fees was to think about what kind of value he was going to add to his clients, and doing that before raising his fees. Cameron said a lot of advisors feel that the approach to add value is something that requires daily, weekly, or monthly action, and this isn't the case. Once you're able to show the value you provide, Cameron said this is also a great way to generate referrals. Micah said it's important to remember the dishwasher rule. You want to get credit for the work that you're doing. So even if a client doesn't need something right at that moment, you should still bring it up. Talk broadly and then talk about how it directly relates to the client. Another step Cameron took to support his upcoming fee increase was deciding to implement Surge, which was new to his practice and, of course, his clients. So they focused on creating and setting expectations. He created a letter that was emailed well before Surge, explaining that they were going to be implementing strategy meetings at certain times of the year, and that they're doing it because it will allow them to serve their clients best. He requested his clients come prepared with their questions and concerns, and they shared what value they were going to be giving in the upcoming strategy meetings. Another great step that Cameron took was to set expectations for his second Surge in that initial letter as well. That was able to show his clients that they would be getting value all year long. Cameron said when you show the client what's coming, and you've proven that you're delivering value to them, it's easier to explain that fee increase. Micah and Cameron discussed how important it is to make sure that you have structure in your client meetings as well. So Cameron recapped how his Surge meetings went. He said it's incredibly important to have your agenda ready. However, you may think you know it's important to a client, but be sure to listen to them, because what they're focused on might be totally different. Be sure to let the client ask their questions first. This will help them feel more comfortable and give them peace of mind. So once you've addressed their concerns, then you can start to cover your items. For Cameron, he discusses strategy, not specific investments. He talks in layman's terms, not financial jargon, because he thinks that can then confuse the client. Then before the meeting ends, set expectations for the rest of the year. What are the next meetings? What are the next strategy sessions? He'll discuss what they're going to go over in their next meeting. He'll also set expectations for how the client can communicate with him and his team. Then once all of that is done, then he's presenting his clients with the fee raise. Once that fee raise is presented, Cameron said something to keep in mind is that if a client is going to leave, then they're going to have to think about finding someone who is doing what you're doing. They're going to realize how valuable you are, so they're likely going to want to stay with you. All right, let's get into action items from Monday's episode. Action item number 1, for our members. If you're feeling like you don't necessarily have a strong tax background, jump into the members site and get our 37-point checklist for how to review a tax return. Action item number 2, make sure that you are reviewing your fee schedule. Action item number 3, have a plan to deliver massive value. Of course, we recommend our roadmap with the perfect RIA, but whatever that plan is, be committed to consistently delivering value. And for our last action items today, be sure to visit Cameron's practice, Plannable Wealth, and listen to his new podcast that will be coming out soon. And of course, be sure to give us 5 stars wherever you are listening. Thank you so much for joining me today. And until next time, happy planning.
Hold on before we go. Something that you need to know. This isn't tax, legal, or investment advice. That isn't our intent. Information designed to change lives. Financial planning can make you thrive. Start today, don't think twice. Be a better